Hey again, and welcome back to You Are Supreme Toys. We got another Mighty Morphin Power Rangers review here. This time is Green Ranger from Super7. Shipper box, nothing special. So let's go ahead and pop this guy out. Nice and foily. Go ahead and do a slip reveal. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. The Green Ranger was where it was at growing up. And yeah, this is a really great looking figure. So, wow. A lot of different swords and daggers in there. Alternate head sculpts. Ooh, I like what I'm seeing in here. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. Got the Green Ranger here. And his little bio. Tommy Oliver, the one and only Green Ranger, first debuted as the evil 6th Ranger. Controlled by Rita Repulsa and was able to defeat the Power Rangers and the Dino Megazord single-handedly. It took the combined strength of all 5 Power Rangers to break Rita Repulsa's spell. With his free will returned, the Green Ranger could join the other Rangers in their fight against her. Tommy is an excellent addition to the team, wielding the power of the Dragon Dagger, which enables him to summon and control the mighty Dragon Zord to help the Rangers fight against evil. Ooh. Alright, Tommy Oliver, you had one of the best story arcs in a kid's show that I can remember. As everyone surely knows by now, Jason David Frank is no longer with us. He died last year, and so that makes this wave of figures, the 2 Rangers we get, both the original actors are now passed. So let's go ahead and just skip the sad and open the bad. Yeah, the bad Green Ranger. Okay. Green Ranger, Tommy Oliver. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wow, look at this. I like this head sculpt, and the paint is pretty good. I mean, I see a couple flaws here and there, but, you know, it looks good. I love the gloss of the green. Don't like these mold lines on the helmet, though. I think they could have did better with that. A little bit of mess around the edges. But you're not going to see that from a distance on the shelf. Head articulation, wow, look at that. You can look up and down a lot, but again, no real side to side like the Yellow Ranger. The power vest, or whatever it is called, is a soft plastic, so that's good. Alright. Pretty generic sculpt. There's not a lot to say about these sculpt. You're mostly going to be looking at like the head sculpts and the accessory sculpts for these type of figures. Again, they got the holster on the side. It is just in the way. And is that alright, is that intentionally cut, or is that broken? Because if it's broken, and I think it's broken out of the package, that's not cool, because that means if I want to replace it, I'll have to send them the whole figure back, and they're not just going to be able to replace this. Oh boy, that makes 2 for 2. I don't like the gold paint's a little sloppy on the bands. I don't know, maybe I'll just suck that up and live with that. I don't know yet, because this is a firmer plastic. In the first place, it shouldn't have been this firm. You can hear it. Yeah, I don't like that. That's disappointing. What they did, like, I really wish they would have just continued the chest articulation like they did with the Yellow Ranger, and have it where it swivels and bobs. So I'm not a real big fan of this obvious, you know, hinge cut right there. But he does have the bobble on the waist, and of course his articulation is the same as the putty patroller. Gosh, what is it going on here? Why are you? I don't know. His arm's stuck all of a sudden. Why is it stuck? I don't get it. I pulled his arm out like this and went to go back in, and it won't go back in. And his arm is stressing. Look at that. A lot of the pressure is put on this unnecessary bicep swivel. Like I'm barely pulling on it. Alright, he's got... Maybe if I pull it out. Gosh. Okay, he's got swappable arms. But this bicep swivel is so wonky and loose that a lot of the pressure gets put on that peg, and I can actually see it, the plastic sort of stressing in that peg. So careful with that. Like, I don't know. Okay, that's just tight. That just got really stuck. I mean, it's lubricated. They lubricated the joints like they should, but I don't know. That shouldn't be like that. That's pretty bad. Like, I don't know. Just like the quality on this wave is severely hit and miss. See, look, you just don't like it right now. You gotta force it. And all that weight goes on that bicep. I don't like that. The other side is similar, but it's not as bad. It's just really tight, unnecessarily tight. All right. Again, this thing is going to break over time if you pose them like this. You're going to put a lot of stress right here, and if this part is able to crack and break, and it was just in the package, you know, this thing's just gonna... I could see this is going to be a huge feature that's just going to be damaged and broken over time with this figure. I'm calling it. All articulation is the same as the putty patroller, even down to boot cuts and the ankle rockers and stuff like that. I really would have preferred the, like I said, the bobble on the chest. But you can get pretty dynamic poses with him. I like it. Like, I wasn't even trying. He's already like, yeah, I'm coming to get you. Again, I like that the helmets are glossier than the body. Now, he comes with accessories. Accessories. A lot of episode-specific stuff. He's got this giant sword. I don't remember what this is from, but I remember seeing it. And it looks great. An episode-specific gun. I couldn't tell you what it is, but I remember it. I just don't remember what it was. He has his toy-inspired blaster, which, you know, he didn't really have the blasters like the other Rangers, but the action figure in the original line had one. So they give him the white toy-inspired blaster. What he had was his Dragon Dagger, and they do give you the toy-inspired Dragon Dagger. This Dragon Dagger looks great. This is a nice looking accessory. Some of the paint's kind of wonky there, but the paint apps are really good. It's got the dragon emblem on the side. One of the little buttons on the Dragon Dagger just broke off while I was putting it in a hand. It just popped right off. It comes with this sword. I remember this sword, but I couldn't tell you what episode it was from. But I do remember this sword. It's got a soft goods tassel on the bottom, which is pretty nice. He comes with his morpher with the dragon emblem in the center. He comes with the toy-inspired power vest. This is hard plastic and vac metalled. My concerns with that is the way you attach it to the figure, which is... I don't know why they did this. This was simple. This was simple to accomplish. All they had to do was make this one solid piece, fully vac metalled, You pop his head off, and you pop this over the neck, and then you pop his head on. But no, they wanted to make it two separate pieces that have to peg together. Now, that's fine and dandy. The pegs fit nice and seamlessly. They're smooth. But now there's a potential for breakage. Those pegs, if you've ever had any vac metal toys, the plastic underneath the vac metal tends to be very brittle. So you just increased your odds of breaking this item trying to pull it apart and stick it together, as well as wearing the vac metal off of the pegs if you play with it a lot. That's okay. It's nice little feature. It's a throwback to the vintage toy, but it would have been a lot more preferable to have just made this a solid piece of plastic. He comes with the two alternate arms. So this is supposed to be like powered down Green Ranger arms. The powered down arms come with these two like gripping or grasping hands. He has this "I'm gonna poke you in the eyes" hands. Actually, this is probably more like "I'm gonna poke you in the eyes" hands. He's got vertical and horizontal gripping hand, and another grasping hand, and another gripping hand. Jason David Frank heads. We have his likeness when he is the evil Green Ranger. He's got the green headband and the dark under his eyes, and he's just, I'm evil and I'm under a spell and control, and I'm not really a bad guy, but I am because a witch did this to me. And then we've got, I'm a super nice guy, Tommy Oliver. You're your best friend, and I'll help you with anything. I got a ponytail. The girls like ponytails, right? Okay. Like I said with the Yellow Ranger review, these head sculpts leave a lot to be desired as far as the likeness is concerned. I mean, it looks like Jason David Frank, don't get me wrong. It's just, it looks like Jason David Frank if he was in a comic book, which, you know, that's okay. So, there's a lot we can do with Green Ranger here. I love that profile. Look at that. That's nice. First, let's see. The Dragon Dagger should fit right in this holster. Well, should it? Alright, this is my issue. This is a huge issue. What is this holster for? Is it for the Dragon Dagger? Because it won't, even with the broken piece, that's as far in as it goes. And it just like wobbles there. Is it for the toy Dragon Dagger maybe? Because if it's exclusively for the toy Dragon Dagger, why even have it on there? Why not make it where it comes off? It looks more like it fits for that. I don't like this. It's permanently attached. I don't think it's an accurate representation. It's definitely not meant for the blaster, but it works for the blaster. I don't know. I don't like it. I think it looks bad. It's broken. I don't like it. I'll have to check some other reviews. Maybe that's intentionally done like that, but maybe they cut it on purpose after manufacture. But I don't like it. I don't like it. It looks bad. Doesn't fit stuff properly. Let's go ahead and swap out these arms. They're really tight. The Putty Patroller arms were not this tight. Yeah, gosh. Ugh, that's annoying. The other one, I mean, it's pretty cool. We're like, oh, we're going to do something cool. Nobody thought of. We'll be able to swap the arms. Yeah, well, you know what? Alright, I'm not a weak guy. I am not a weak guy. And that was ridiculous. Wow, that was too much effort. Whew, and it's so small. Goes straight through his body. Alright, how's the head come off? Head comes off pretty good. Okay, and then this pops off. Then you've got the generic Ranger body underneath, which is nice. Now, if you're gonna, I guess that you could choose, but if you're gonna go for the vintage look, the vintage toy I don't believe had the bands on his arms. So you would just pop in these. Hopefully these aren't hard to pull out like the others. And I like this because like if you wanted to pop the head back on, you'd have a normal looking Green Ranger, which is odd because we don't see this a lot for this character, and it looks really cool. I like it. I might just display him like that just for, just because. I will say this. I don't know if you can see that. The gold paint from the vest has rubbed off onto the white of the body and the body in general. So I want to see what he looks like with the toy inspired vest. Ooh. I'm sorry if I'm not calling these things by a proper name. That looks pretty good. I like that. A bit wonky, but it looks great. Like, that really makes him pop. I like that a lot. Maybe I just leave that on. So these are his Dragon Dagger playing hands attached in the package. But can he actually play? Can he actually play it? That's the question. And I say no. I say he can't get it to his face. Evil David Jason Frank. It looks sick. Like, I've got the flu. Help me, please. I don't feel so good. Ugh. And then you've got, I don't know. I feel like he had more, hair options. Like, he didn't always have his hair pulled back in the show. Like, I would have rather had, one with his hair down as opposed to the ponytail. Definitely don't think I'll be using either of these heads. They leave a lot to be desired. Unless I have the whole team unmasked, I probably won't use them. Okay. I am curious about one thing. Yeah. Gosh. Tight. I am curious about one thing. Are these cross-compatible? They are. They are. You can have a Putty Patrol armed Green Ranger if you want. That's pretty cool. What about the heads? Yep, you can have Mimic Putty Patrol Rangers. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. I like that. Now, I think that's only for the male figures. For instance, if I bring Trini in here and pop her arm off, which it does. It's a surprise. I was not expecting it to. You can see that the peg's smaller on the Yellow Ranger. I was not expecting that to work. But it did. Now the balls on the male figures are bigger too, so although you could sit Aisha's head up there, it's not going to snap into position unless you were like boiled it. But this is still pretty cool. What about hands? What about hands? Yep. You can interchange hands and the arms on the Putty Patroller. The biceps loose here. That's pretty cool. A lot of accessories. I'm not sure how the hands hold all the accessories, or if they can. Super7 has issues sometimes with being able to hold stuff. Seems to be okay there. Love this giant black sword. That hand can hold that. What about the gun? It can hold that kind of loosely, but it holds it. Big gun. This is rare. This is rare for a Super7 figure to actually be able to hold all the accessories with a single hand. That's pretty good. I like that. Except, well, not except. It's like somehow they managed to figure it out. That's cool. And the morpher, you can hold the morpher too. Cool. A couple minor hiccups. The arms are very hard to remove. The sockets are very tight. I'm not happy with the two-part vest here, though I love the vest. And this holster is broken. and it's not removable. This has been a unboxing and review of Super7's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Green Ranger. I am UR Spring Toys. Thank you so much for watching.